no matter how prepared you think you are going into the studio, things change. And when you hear things through an actual, professional gear and microphone and speakers, everything just sort of changes. So it's been good. It's been eye-opening. We put more into it than I think we all thought we were going to.
I'm Derek. I play drums for Truth in Transit, and I am also a music teacher. Basically, we set up, it's 2 days of drums. We got 2 room mics. We have a giant room for nice organic sounds, nice reverb. We do about 4 or 5 takes each song. We go over it. We take the best of those takes, put them together. And we use CNC drums, and it's just fantastic.
My name is John Rossi, and I play bass and lead floor tom. This album means a lot to me. It's the first time I actually ever did a full-length album, and it's the first time I actually get to be in a professional studio environment. And it's really cool. The studio we're in is great, and I think the album's going to be amazing. I know that we took at least 1 to 2 hours getting different tone, playing around with different amps, different pedals, trying to make sure everything sounded perfect and tight. And it was really cool. It's really unique, and not every track sounds the same in this album. With Nick, we sat down, we got a tone, we changed it up a little bit, trial and error, and I think it sounds really great.
My name is Graham, and I play guitar and I sing, in that order. We came in pretty prepared, but it turned out that we just added a lot more layers than I think we anticipated. And also the songs just took shape in a way that I don't think we anticipated. So we just started to put more and more into it, and more thought went into it. And I think because we were so prepared, it gave us the ability to add more layers and more textures and get things the way we want, because the structure was there. Vocal lines were there. Most of the parts were there. It was just making them the best that they could be.
My name's Tom. I play guitar in the band Truth in Transit. The recording process was very exciting, and we got to use a lot of different techniques on the record, which was really cool. Lots of reverb, tons of reverb, echo, delay. We used a lot of different guitars on the record, probably at least 5 on every song. Some guitars we've used were Fender Jazzmaster, a Les Paul Studio, a bunch of different Tellys, and a Gibson SG.
My name is JJ. I play keys, synth, organ, piano for Truth in Transit. Working with Nick at Zinn Records has been really great. We got to spend 2 days plus working on keys. We got great sounds. It was really something that honestly I'm proud of. We even found like really cool, weird accordion sounds that we managed to put on the record. On this record, I used a lot of different gear. I used a lot of different MIDI stuff. I used the Korg micro synth. I used this Weber baby grand piano. This album means a lot to me personally, because more than half the songs started off ideas that I was jamming on with the band. We're a band that's in a very unusual situation. We have 2 separate camps, one being in Virginia and one being on Long Island. So we kind of have 2 home bases, which is great for the writing process, because we have 2 separate things just popping out songs left and right. We had 25 songs before we could even think about like whittling them down and how many songs would make a record. And it was really cool to see all that happen, and a good chunk of the songs were the songs that we worked on. But I'm really proud of like the fact that we were able to stick together and pull through and make it.
My name is Nick Sinanti, and I produced and engineered Truth in Transit's album called The Great Circle. Truth in Transit wanted to do a lot of different kinds of instruments, you know, things that aren't typically on your normal rock album. You know, they wanted to do things with trumpets and, you know, pianos and synthesizers and things like that. I think the hardest part in recording this album was getting those different types of instruments to sound right, as well as making sure that they belong in the song the way that they do. Since there are 5 of them, each of them have their own role and their own things that they play. So making everything work together and sound right could come off a bit challenging, but in the end, I believe that, you know, we came out with something that works well in every song and made sure that we paid attention to those fine details. And finally, working with Graham was a real pleasure, because it's not very often that you get to work with a vocalist that, you know, when you hear an idea, you say, try this out, and literally nails it the next take. It makes it a lot easier to try out new things, try different ideas, and experiment with vocals. They're all really great guys. They all know what they like, and they all know what they're doing, and it was a really great experience getting to work with 5 individuals who know their instrument and know what they wanted. Because it's very often that people come in and they don't know what they want something to sound like, or don't know what they're playing yet, or this or that or anything. So having them all come in prepared, knowing what they wanted the way they want it, really helped make this experience for me something great, and that, you know, really I feel helped us work together in such a great way.
The whole concept idea as a theme behind it, I love that idea.
Everything that we did together, wanted to make sure everything sounded perfect, every tone, everything that we recorded.
This record means a lot because it was sort of like En Route was the litmus test, and kind of learned from that and moved forward.
The main goal that I want for this album is for someone else to like it besides the 5 of us in the room. I would enjoy nothing more than for someone to be like, that record you made is really cool.